Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys another replay of Sword Soul Tenyi with the True King of all Calamities. So this time it's kind of a combo guide-ish type of thing because there's some sick combos that you can do. So the first thing is when you start with two Tenyis, they're really good because you could just special summon them without using a normal summon, right? So you special summon this because you have nothing on the field, and then you summon the Monk of Tenyi, which is a non-effect monster, so then you can special summon this from your hand. And now that you have these two on the field, you can make health with them, as well as you can make different things like the Preda Viper, but we don't have that in this deck, so it doesn't matter. But I put these two down first because then I can go into my Taya. My Taya is really here to kind of bait. Like, I don't really expect my Taya to go through, but if it does, it's good. So I do my Taya and he has nothing to cancel, so I'm able to combo with my Taya. So then I go into Chi Shao and I draw a card, right? So this is the part where you chain block. So people always say like chain block 1 is basically 1 is the first thing you cast, 2 is the second thing you cast. When he negates with Ash Blossom, he can only negate your second one, right? So, and that's to send a card to graveyard. So I don't really know why he negated it, to be honest, but he did. But it doesn't really do anything to me because I didn't really care. So then I drew my card anyways. So I drew Long Yawn, which is very lucky because we can combo with that later. So now I go into Halky Fiber Axe, which is like the most broken card. Well, in combination with Auroradon, right? So you get that spot and then you summon the Auroradon. So now you summon your 3 tokens as always, and you do the standard-ish combo. So that comes back from the graveyard. Pop that, summon the Phantom Beast. Phantom Beast goes into a 5 Synchro. And this 5 Synchro is the Denlong. Denlong. You summon a monster here for 3, and then Denlong you can send a card and you draw a card. So I draw the Yingxing. So now I have this card and this card. I can cast this later, right? So now I send a card to graveyard, made it 6, and then merges 6 plus 3 is 9. And we make Charles. You can put something else in here. I just had Charles at the time. So after you're done synchroing with the Denlong, he summons a Suani on the field. You go to Cupid Pitch with the other 4 over here. Now Cupid Pitch is a 5, there's a 4, so we have a 9, right? So now I use Monster Reborn because I was like, oh, I can reborn anything here, but I figured I could summon a 1 and then synchro this into a 10. So I made a 10 drop into Baron de Fleur, right? Because I figured, because I sent Charles to the graveyard, I could summon the Cloud Castle, which is this, which brings back a 9 drop from your graveyard. So my Cloud Castle gives me King Charles back, and then we can still make the True King of all Calamities. So basically got a free 10 drop, which is Baron de Fleur plus my 2 9s, right? And now we go into the True King of all Calamities. So it's pretty good, and after that I even can send this out and make another 10 drop, and then I can also trigger this and bounce a card back. So I really just get a lot of card value in my hand for my follow-up turns, but I also summon 2 10s, an 8, and a 9, which is like ridiculous. So I have True King with these cards to support it as well, which is just insane. So then now it's my opponent's turn. It's like, what is he really gonna do against this, right? He plays this. I'm like, I don't even know why you played that. He goes to negate it, and he sends 2 cards. But the thing is, he sends 2 cards away, right? And because he sends these 2 cards, he has 2 cards less to play from his hand. So he negates my True King, and then he negates my Baron de Fleur. But now I still have a negate over here, and I also have a banish right here. So he's just like, can't really get past my wall right here, and he kind of conceded. So you get a lot of threats on the board with this deck, and I think that's what makes it really good. And it's not that hard to get more than just the True King of all Calamities on there. So yeah, so here's a deck again. If you did not see it last video I made, which I went through 3 other games as well, so you can see those combos. But here's a rundown again, and this card is Nidhogg, which is the level 9, right, that you can revive from the graveyard using the Cloud Castle, and then you can send the Nidhogg using Taya mainly, but you can also summon it using Yazi. You can also send it using Denlong, so there's many different ways to kind of abuse this card. You can also summon it back from the graveyard using Sword Soul Summit, and then you have Sword Soul Emergence to just search for cards you want. So this is very Wyrm based deck. Like, you can summon the True King is level 9, right? So there's many different ways you can kind of get to the end goal with this deck, which I find it very nice. So I do think I probably could improve this deck one more time, perhaps if I had the what's his name, the Chao Fang. I think if I had a Chao Fang, I could probably do some Tenyi Asuna combos into the Chao Fang. So if I ever decide to craft this card, I can show you guys that combo as well. But as of now, I think this is my list. 41 cards, keep it nice and sharp. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is Black Rao back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.